Good morning, students. Students, good morning.
Good morning.
Am I audible to everyone? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So yesterday we started the different types of contacts made between the different materials or layers. So out of that, the contacts and vias and buried contacts, butting contacts are the major types. So there is a small difference between the via and cut. So generally cut is used to join. So two different layers like poly and diffusion or poly to P diffusion or poly to metal or diffusion to metal. Whereas via is used to join two different metals. So metal one and metal two, like higher. Okay. So metal one to the higher metals. So those are called the vias. This is the one of the fundamental difference. So now, yesterday we have discussed this is one of the how the via and contact. Already you know the contact, but when it comes to the via, so how it can be made, yesterday we discussed it. Okay, so this is the via, and this is the contact cut, of course. So to join two metals, this is the metal 2 and this is the metal 1. Okay, so via is required, which is a square cut like this, with the size of what? This metal 2 is 4 lambda size, and metal 1 is 3 lambda width. The minimum width of the metal 2 is 4 lambda, and the width of the metal 1 is 3 lambda. Then what is the via size? 4 into 4. 4 lambda to 4 lambda. This is the size of the. Okay. So next, yeah. So what is the size of this one? This black one. This is the metal contact actually. This via size is 2 cross 2 at the center, via center. Yes. Center is 2 into 2. So if there is a via and contact cut, both are side by side. If both are side by side like this, if they are like this, they are presenting nearby each other. So then, like this, then what is the minimum space between the via and cut? So via and cut, minimum space is 2 lambda. 2 lambda. Okay. So next one is, see here is this is the metal. See horizontal lines are there in the rectangle box. There is a metal 2. This is the metal 2. Yeah. So metal 2. And this is the diffusion. To join these two, one is metal 2, one more is the diffusion. To join these two, we need via, both via and contact cut. Why means the metal 2 and diffusion cannot be joined directly. They can be joined, we can join them with the help of the metal 1. With the help of the metal 1. So that's why this is my metal 2. Let us say this is my metal 2. Okay. Yeah, metal 2. So 4 lambda is size. And this is my diffusion. This is my diffusion. So I think is with this 2 lambda minimum. 2 lambda. Then to join these two, take one metal 1. So metal 1 width is 3 lambda. Take the metal 1 like this. Yes, take like this. like this. So with the metal 1, metal 2 and metal 1 can be joined with the wire, and then this metal 1 and this diffusion can be joined with the contact cut. So like you should have two things here. Okay. And one more thing is, see, here is some examples. This is the metal 1 to polysilicon or to diffusion. This is the metal 1. This is the poly. Okay. So these two are joined. Metal 1 and the polysilicon joined with what? Contact cut. This is the 2 lambda into this is the metal 1. Okay. Vertical lines. This is the diffusion or polysilicon, whatever it may be. So 2 cross 2 cut center. This is the 2 cross 2. The center is 2 cross 2. On 4 cross 4, suspended area of layer should be joined. This is the 4 by 4. This is the 4 by 4. This is the one. And one more is, here is, if you take the second picture, this is again metal 1. This is the poly, metal 1 and poly. So they can, then if you want to join these two layers, then again take, so contact cut, so with 4 by 4 and the center at the 2 cross 2. Okay, this is one more thing. This is the metal 1, no doubt. This is the metal 1. Okay, 3 lambda width, and this is the poly. Okay, so our P diffusion. This may be the P diffusion. This may be the P diffusion. This may be the P diffusion, or maybe P diffusion, N diffusion, and poly. Whatever it may be, you need to join these 3 layers with the metal 1. Metal 1. Then what happened? So 3 contact cuts are required. 1, 2, 3. Moreover, 3 contact cuts are required. Moreover, what is the space in between each contact cut is? So minimum space between the each contact cut is 2 lambda. 2 lambda. That is the. And second one, why we already talked about these things. These two already we discussed. No need to discuss here once again. Yeah. 2 lambda cross 2 lambda contact cut indicates an area in which the oxide is removed. Which oxide is removed down to the underlying polysilicon or diffusion surface. What is saying, this 2 cross 2 is what it indicates means this is my metal 1. This is my metal 1. For example, this is my metal 1. Yes. If I want to join polysilicon, this is my polysilicon maybe. So I will take in different colors. So let us say N diffusion. I can take. This is my N diffusion. Let's say this is my N diffusion. Yes. Yes. So I want to join these two. This is the metal, and this is the N diffusion. What to do between the metal and this N diffusion? There is an oxide layer is there. Oxide layer is there. So definitely. So if you see the cross-sectional view of transistor, then this is the substrate, and this is the source, and this is the drain, and it is a metal oxide. This is oxide, and it is oxide. Then what happened? So metal is, suppose a metal is there here. You are depositing metal with the oxide. This is the oxide again. This is oxide. So now here is a metal. Then what to do? To make the contact between this metal and this source, or that means diffusion, in between there is an oxide is there. So you need to remove that oxide, and it is filled with the some metal. That is the way. So remove the oxide below the metal, and so what happened? Remove that oxide and fill with the what? Some metal. That is called the via or contact cut. This black area indicates that one. This black 2 into 2 cut. 2 lambda plus 2 lambda contact cut indicates an area through which the oxide is removed. Okay, when oxide is removed, that layer and this layer can be what? Visible. The underneath layer can be visible, so that you can make some material. You can take some material and fill with this with the top layer. So diffusion of the metal layer takes place. The metal is deposited through the contact cut areas onto the underlying area, so that contact is made between the layers. I hope you understand. So suppose the bottom layer is the source and diffusion, top layer is the what? Metal. In between there is the oxide is there, so that made a contact cut through which, that means contact presents a hole. So create a hole and remove that so material and join and fill. So this two that gap, that hole with the some metal. So to make the contact between these two layers. Yes. One more thing is metal to end diffusion. As I told you already, I explained this one. We cannot directly do the what connection. We cannot make direct connection between the metal 2 and the diffusion. Maybe end diffusion, maybe peer diffusion or poly, what it may be. So because metal 2 to the metal 1, then metal 1 to the end diffusion. So this is the metal 2. Yeah, this is the metal 2. Yeah, this is metal 2. And this is the end diffusion. Okay. So to join these two, what to do? Take metal 1, like this is the metal 1. Take the metal 1. 1 minute. Yeah, take the metal 1. Sorry, this is the metal 1. This is the metal 1. Yeah, entire thing is metal 1. Okay. So then what to do? See, in the middle here, you can see this is the metal 1. From here to here is metal 1. So with the minimum width of 3 lambda, but we already extended this up to 4 lambda because of metal 2 is 4 lambda width, and this is the 2 lambda width diffusion. So now here and here do the same thing to make the contact cut. To make the what to do? So cut this area and fill with the metal, and here is the wire. So those are in the cross section view. This is the top view. In the cross section view, you can find how the connection is made between the metal 2 and the diffusion. See, this is the substrate, we know, and this is the end diffusion. See, here is this part is the end diffusion part, and this is the metal 1 part, and this is the metal 2 part. What should I do? I need to make a connection between this metal 2 and this end diffusion. What to do? First of all, first to do the connection, establish the connection between the metal 2 and the metal 1, then metal 1 to the diffuser. This is the way. See, here is a connection is established like this. Yeah, there is a connection. Metal 2 to metal 1, then metal 1 to diffuser. So this part is called the via. This part is called via, and this part is called the contact cut. So why it's called the via and why it's called the contact cut means, see, here is the oxide is there generally. So this oxide is removed. This oxide is removed and made the connection between the metal 1 and the diffusion. And here is already metal 2 is there, and below that there is metal 1 is there. So with via you can join these two. With via you can join these two. So this is the what? So metal 2 to end diffusion, metal 2 to end diffusion, or so metal 2 to p diffusion, or so metal 2 to poly, also same thing. I hope you understand this picture. This picture will give you more information how the connection is established between the metal 2 and the diffusion, whatever it is, maybe entire. Here is end diffusion, maybe p diffusion, also same thing. See, here is the process of establishing the connection between the two layers, metal 2 to diffusion. So you cannot take without metal 1, you cannot do this. Yes. So via is used to connect higher level metals from metal 1 connection. Yes, via is required. So figure shows the design rules for contact cuts and vias. The design rules for contact is minimum 2 lambda to 2 lambda, and same is applicable to the vias. This cut area is 2 lambda to 2 lambda. Yeah, next one is buried contact. So buried contact. What is the buried contact? Buried contact is a method to make direct ohmic contact between the polysilicon gate material and the junctions. So polysilicon buried contact is the method to make direct ohmic contact between polysilicon gate material, of course polysilicon gate, and the junctions. Junctions are what? In silicon gate integrated circuits, okay, it requiring an additional mask. Of course, buried contact requires additional masking layers. So generally, polysilicon will be act as polysilicon as an additional layer of interconnection. So greatly improving the circuit dense, particularly in the random. This one. So we have two types of contacts. One more other than this, what is the contacted and buried via. One is buried, one more is butting. What is the difference between buried and butting? So already, I explained about these two. The difference between the two things is what? So buried is without metal, butting is with metal. Okay, so that is the difference. Here, buried contacts are economical, so that we need only additional layers, additional mask layers. So otherwise, they are very good. Yeah. The gate length depends upon the alignment of the gate length depends on the gate length. Alignment of the buried contact mask relative to the polysilicon, so that there is a variation of plus or minus lambda. So for example, if you take this picture, or this picture, whatever may be. So come to the depletion MOSFETs. So you know about the depletion MOSFETs. There must be an implant. So this is maybe the poly or diffusion. You can say this is a diffusion, DIF. This is the poly. This is the poly. Yeah, poly. One minute. This poly. So the width of, and this is the implant. Okay, implant is required because of the special case when used in pull-up transistors for NMOS. Implant is not shown in the picture. Okay, but here is required to make a connection. Okay, so because in the depletion MOSFETs, the symbol of depletion MOSFET, so like this. Okay, so NMOS, so that this will be thick. Yes, and in the depletion MOSFET, suppose this is source. If it is source, then gate is joined with the source like this. Okay, to join this gate and this source, to join this gate and this source. Okay, the gate is polysilicon and source is what? N diffusion. To join these two. Okay, so this is the buried contact is required. See, this is the buried contact. So what is size of the buried contact? See, listen. Generally, if you take minimum size, if you go with the minimum size, this is the diffusion is 2 lambda. This diffusion is 2 lambda, and this polysilicon may be 2 lambda minimum. Maximum it can. This may be maximum. It took more than that one, and so that this is 2 lambda. So total 4 lambda. And this is also 4 lambda. This is also 4 lambda. So 4 lambda plus 4 lambda is taken as the buried contact. So why is taken like this means? See, here is the explanation regarding that. So here you see channel length is not fixed. Only the channel length is fixed only when the buried contact is is depends on the alignment of the buried contact. Suppose if its contact is up to here, so this is the length of the channel. If it is extended to something, then the channel contact may be changes, channel length may be changes. So that there is a tolerance between the channel length plus or minus lambda. I hope you understand. Buried contacts are used to in the depletion MOSFETs to join gate and source. That is, this is the answer. Yeah, see, some other things are there. This already we explained now. Just we discussed about this one. This is the buried contact, and these are the contact cuts. So all are the contact cuts. This is the buried contacts. Okay, wherever the gate and source is required to join, then you can use the buried contacts. Connecting diffusion to polysilicon using butting contacts. Okay, we'll explain that. This one, butting contact will just. So we are talking about only buried contacts. So 2 lambda across 2 lambda contact is made down to each. Yeah, I know. Already I explained that. So make a hole, okay, and remove that oxide from that and fill with other material to join the layers. That is okay. Since the layers are butted together, okay, this way I explained in the letter this way. So I will move for the next one. Yes, poly to diffusion. So polysilicon and diffusion. I want to join using buried contacts. Polysilicon and diffusion. What is the polysilicon? As I told you, in the depletion MOSFETs, gate is joined with the source. So gate is a polysilicon and source is a diffusion. That's it. So this is the poly and this is the diffusion. And take. So this is the what I told you. The size 4 lambda size. Take it like this, and they can come close to each other. Then join like this. So then what happened in the cross-sectional view? This is the region only polysilicon and diffusion are interconnected. Okay. So here is the, if you see this picture. So this top one is this is the substrate. This is the oxide. Okay. Yes. This is the poly. This is, for example, this is poly. And this is the diffusion. This is the poly and this is the diffusion. Yes. So, to establish the connection from poly to the source of the end diffusion. So, what is required? See, here is here if you see, this is this portion is used to make this contact cuts, that is buried contacts. This portion is called the buried contact. See, this is the polysilicon and this is the diffusion. These two can be joined with the buried contact like this. So if you do like this in the top view, in the cross-sectional view you can find like this. You can get like this. Here is the connection is made here exactly. The connection is made exactly here. See, here and here, connection is made exactly between the poly and the end diffusion. Okay, so this is the butting contact. We'll discuss later. This is about only buried contacts. So remember, the buried contacts are used to join the polys to diffusion. Why the poly and diffusion should be joined? So that is in the case of depletion MOSFETs, definitely poly and diffusion can be joined. So that is either in NMOS or PMOS. So depletion MOSFETs, the gate is connected to the source. So that what happened? So this buried contacts are required. Buried contacts are required. So the next item is butting contact. So butting contact means the difference between the buried and butting contact. Already explained that butting contact required so extra material. So extra metal is required. So, but in buried, there is no need of extra material, extra metal. So here is a gate source of depletion devices can be connected by a method is known as the butting. Gate and source of depletion devices can be joined with the butting contacts. So here metal makes a contact to both the diffusion forming the source of the depletion transistor and to the polysilicon forming the device gate. See here is this is the buried already we discussed. This is the butting I want to discuss with you now. So in the butting contact, this already over. This already over. Metal to metal to metal. So 2 to what is this one? Diffusion. This is over. This is over. This is remains. Okay. So I will we will go to this one. One more example. One more. Yeah. This is the best example. We can show you how the butting contacts can be made. Butting contacts can be made. So first, so contact poly to diffusion. I want to make the contact from poly to diffusion. I think here I am going to discuss you one thing. You can make poly to diffusion. Okay, the contact between the poly and diffusion. Where you can do it? So in the depletion MOSFETs, either you can use the buried contact type or butting contact. Already we studied about the buried contact. How the buried contact can be used to join the gate and the source or poly and the diffusion. Okay, so now it is time to understand about the same thing, but the contact can be made with the butting process. Okay, so here see, first this is the one poly, this is the two diffusion. These two things, poly and diffusion, need to join. For that, metal one is required and one contact cut is required. Now see, so it in color is showing like this. 1 minute. So this is my P diffusion. This is my P diffusion. Yeah. So minimum width of the P diffusion is should not be changed. It's only 2 lambda. This is my P diffusion. P diffusion 2 lambda. And one more thing is my another one is N diffusion. N diffusion. So green color. This is also minimum width is 2 lambda. So that this is my N diffusion. Yeah. Yeah. This is my N diffusion. Yeah, this is my N diffusion. So now I want to join this. This is the P diffusion, this is the N diffusion. Both are overlapping like this. So minimum widths are same. Of course, this is the max. This is made more than 2 lambda, no issue. Now take the metal. So metal is black color. Take the metal. Yes, I'm taking the metal. And keep the metal like this. Keep the metal like this. Yes, this is the metal. Metal 1. So metal 1. Then what to do? Take a contact cut. Now dig hole here. Create a hole here. Just 1 minute. Yeah, create a hole here. Hole here. And fill with this material. So then there is a contact. This type of contact is called the butting contact. Butting. So here is the size of this metal is 4 lambda. This is 2 lambda poly minimum. This is minimum. All are minimum I am talking about. Maximum I don't want to go to the what is the maximum value. So now this is the So metal 1 length is 6 lambda. 6 lambda. This is 6 lambda. So that 6 lambda wide and 4 lambda width. So there is a made of butting contact. So both butting contact and buried contacts both are used to what? Give the connection between the what? Gate and the source in the depletion MOSFETs. Gate and the source of the depletion MOSFETs. Gate and source. Either N type or P type. Okay, NMOS or PMOS. So to make the establish of gate and join the gate and the source. This type, either you can use the buried contact or butting contact. You can use either one. So that is the very simple thing. I hope you understand how the butting contact can be made. So here is in the butting contact, to join the two, that means poly and diffusion, extra metal is required. But whereas in the buried contact, buried type, what happened? So no extra metal is required. See, here is, this is the poly and this is the buried. This is the buried contact you can take. Okay, this is the diffuser. So that's the difference. So now the butting contact can be shown now. The classical view of butting contact is shown like this. The same thing here. What I shown you, the same thing. Okay, I'm showing here. Showing here the same thing. Okay, the cross section we see. This is the diffusion, and this is the poly. I want to join these two. So these two are joined with the, see, this is the metal one. The metal one is used to join these two. So before that, how they are doing this doing. So first keep the metal one on over this and create a hole and put the this contact cut. So like this. So this is the way. See these two differences. 1 minute. Yeah. See these two differences. This difference and this difference. Yes. These two differences. So how the connection is established between the poly and diffusion. See how the connection is. Here is so directly poly and diffusion can join, but here the poly and diffusion are joined via what? This one. What is this? Metal one. Yes. Yeah. So this is the way you can join. This is the transistor. Okay. This is the metal one, you can say, and this is the source, and this is the gate. The gate and source are joined via metal one. This is metal one. They are not direct connection. So gate to metal and metal to source. This is called the butting contact. That's it. Okay. So the final touch is the same thing. To either in the diffusion MOSFETs, you can use the buried contact or butting contact. So, but in the buried contact, what happened? No extra metal is used, but here is extra metal is used like this. That is the difference. Okay. I hope you understand, everyone. So now, yes. Yes, I want to go with the lambda basic rules are over. Now come to the micron basic rules. So we have different types of micron basic rules. 1 minute. Yes. Yeah. So MOSes. What is the meaning of MOSes? MOS implementation. Service. Design. So MOSes is an IC fabrication service available to universities for layout, simulation, and test the completed design. So MOSes rules are scalable lambda based rules. Okay. So now in the MOSes, okay, this is also lambda based rules. So this is MOSes is one of the service company. So where I think see for NVAL rules for NVAL. Minimum width is 10 lambda. So NVAL minimum width is 10 lambda. So wells at same potential. So this is one well, and this is one more well. This is one well. This is one more well. Okay. So the minimum width is 10 lambda. That space between these two wells, okay, having same potential, maybe 6 lambda or 0 lambda. You can join like this. Or different, suppose this well and this well having different potentials, then the spacing is 8 lambda. 8 lambda. The wells, these are the rules for the wells. So n wells or p wells you can take. So the distance between the minimum distance between the two wells is what depends on the potential. If both are at the same potential, it may be 0 or it may be 6 lambda. If both are at different potentials, then the minimum space between the two wells should be 8 lambda, and the width of the well should be 10 lambda. And next one is rules for the active area. So already you know active area is nothing but to make the transistor. So minimum width, this is the active area. This is the active area. Minimum width is 3 lambda. Minimum space is 3 lambda. Okay. So and source drain active to well edge is 5 lambda. Substrate to well contact is 3 lambda. This is one active. This is one more active area. So the active area minimum width is 3 lambda. So the space between the two active areas are minimum 3 lambda. And suppose, and one more thing, source drain active to the well. So suppose this is the well. This is the well. This is the well. So then from this active to well, edge of the well, what is that space? Minimum space is 5 lambda. And subtract to well contact is 3 lambda. Rules for poly 1. So I told you in the previous class. So you can use to double poly, means poly 1, poly 2. So one is yellow color, red color. One more is the, so I think so light. So minimum of this poly 1 is 2 lambda, spacing is 2 lambda. So gate extension is 2 lambda, and poly 2 active is 1 lambda. This is one poly. This is one more poly. Okay. So the spacing is 2 lambda between the two poly. The spacing is 2 lambda. The space is 2 lambda like this. Okay. Two poly are there. Poly 1 and poly 2. Okay. So next one is minimum width is 2 lambda. Each one is 2 lambda minimum width. And minimum gate extension of active layer is 2 lambda. This is the gate extension 2 lambda. Okay. And so minimum field poly to active. So this is 1 lambda. This is the oxide. Then this is the 2 lambda. 1 lambda. Next, contact to poly. So this is the contact cuts. So already you know the minimum contact cut is 2 lambda. The space between the two contacts is 2 lambda. And so contact to the what? This active maybe a 1 lambda. And this is the contact to active. So rules. Yeah, these are the different rules. This is the micron design rules. Micron design rules. So the second rules for N well is width is 3 microns and space is 9 microns. So this is the one well. This is one more well. 2 wells. The minimum width is 3 lambda. Okay. The space between the two wells are 9 lambda. And rules for active area. So these are the two active areas. These are the two active areas. Okay. Minimum width is 3 lambda, space is 3 lambda, 3 lambda, 3 lambda. So n plus active to n plus n well is 7 lambda. Suppose if you take the well to this one is 7 lambda. And rules for poly 1. This is the poly 1. Okay, poly 1, 2 polys are there. So minimum space is 3 lambda, width is 2 lambda, minimum width of this poly is. Next, gate overlap of active is 2 lambda. Here is 2 lambda. Next, field to poly 1 to active. This is the field poly 1 to active is 1 lambda. So like this, micron designs are there. Rules are okay. The next one is yes. So double metal NMOS source. So generally all are single metal talk about. Now double metal MOS processors. To revert to the double metal process, it is convenient at this point to consider to be a layout strategy commonly used with this process. The approach taken may be summarized as follows. The first one is use the second level metal for the global distribution of power buses. That is VDD and ground and clock. So VDD, ground and clock, these are called the power buses. These are called the power buses. Generally, second level of metal is used for the global routing or global distribution of the power and so VDD. So generally what happens, this is one block or this is one device. This is one more device. This is one more device. Okay, every device need VDD and ground and clock. So that, so take this VDD, ground and clock connected to everyone. This is the use the metal 2. This is metal 1 is for the internal connections of the each circuit. So like that, you can take the metal. Double metal means metal 1 and metal 2. Use the first level metal for the local distribution of power and signals, and second metal is used for the what? So global routing purpose. Global routing purpose. So now, one more thing here to discuss. See the two layers so that the conducting one orthogonal. So how they are placing is orthogonal. See, I want to show one video, small video. Okay, 1 minute. Where it is. This is now. Now I can go to this one. Yes. This is. Take this one. This circuit. So this is the layout of stick diagram of one circuit. See here. Yeah, contact cuts. So already we know 3 different types of contact cuts: poly to metal and buried contacts and butting contacts. See here is this is the red is the poly and this is the yeah, this is the metal. This is the metal. Blue lines are metals and red lines are polysilicon and green are the end diffusions and this is yellow are the P diffusions. This is a CMOS circuit. So now see this, yeah, wire is to 2 metals to join the 2 metals. Okay, this is wire and this is what? So this is also wire. How the wire can be made? Already so discussed it. Yes. Yes. Yeah, this is the butting contact. And this is the, see here is comparing buried and butting contacts. Buried contact is most widely used because of no extra layers are required and no metal is required. So buried contacts are smaller in area. Okay. So butting contact, okay, so were widely used at one time, but were replaced by buried contacts. So buried is what? Extra layers are required. Butting is not required like that. See, this is, yeah, in this picture, the way you can give the connections. So now, once again, go to the PPT. Yes, this is CMOS lambda based rules. So CMOS lambda based rules, PMOS lambda based rules, NMOS lambda based rules. So different rules are there. So general observations are not. If line widths are too small, it is possible for lines thus defined to be discontinuous in the places. So line width is too small. Then what happens? There is maybe a short and opens. Okay, if separate path in a layer are placed too close together, it is possible that they will merge in places or interfere with each other. If they are very nearby, if the space is very small, then they can be. So this one. And for the lambda based rules, the design rules are formulated in terms of lambda. So which is related to the resolution of the process. So lambda may be viewed as a bound on the width deviation of a feature from its ideal as drawn size from the maximum misalignment of any one mass. Yeah, everything is already discussed. Now come to the micron, 2 micrometer design rules and 1.2 micrometer design rules. Okay, so the range of color and monochrome encodes previously used for the double metal P-well CMOS. The encoding used is compatible with the other, but as far as the color assignments are connected, the following extensions are made. First one is N-well, poly, N-diffusion, P-diffusion. So P-diffusion is always yellow, N-diffusion is green, poly is first poly 1 is red, poly 2 is orange colors. So N-well is brown. So of course P-well is also brown, both are same color. So brown, red, orange, green, yellow. So this is the BiCMOS rules. Yeah, this is the already as I discussed micron in micron design rules whose widths are fixed. There is no scalable parameter in this. So the width of the N diffusion is minimum is 3 lambda. So N diffusion is 3 lambda and P diffusion is 2 other. This is the diffusion or poly 1 is N diffusion. This is N diffusion active is 3 lambda. P diffusion active is 3 lambda. N diffusion, P diffusion cannot cross or join. Okay, so that this is the spacing is 2.5 lambda. Spacing is 2.5 lambda, and this is the 1 micron separate diffusion poly 1. This is the separation between this is the poly, this is the poly, and this is the diffusion. The separation is 1 lambda, and here is poly. And this is the 1.5 separation here is there. Okay, and here is the 2.5 micrometer design spacing. Okay, with poly 2, poly 1, poly 2. And these are the oxides layers. And this is the minimum separation, this is the minimum width. Okay. If you see this picture, 1 minute. Students. Hello? Students.
Yes, sir.
Is it visible? Yeah. Now it's visible. Yes, now. See, this is the minimum width rules. These are the minimum separation rules. Okay. For what? Layers, mass layers. This is the metal layers. So metal 1 minimum width is 2.5. Okay, 2.5. Metal 2 minimum width is 3 lambda. So 3 micrometer. So this is the 3. The spacing is 3. Same thing. From metal 2 to metal 2. So metal 2 to metal 1 is metal 1 to metal 1 is 2.5. The spacing. Okay. So these are the 2 micrometer design rules. 2 micrometer design rules. 2 micrometer design rules. So this is the 1.2 micrometer design rules. Okay, and so double metal, single poly process. Double metal 1, metal 2, and single poly. That is one process. No need to remember all these things. But only the thing is, so very simple to remember. First one is lambda based design rules. Lambda based design rules. So in this, how the transistor can be made? Okay, how the transistor can be represented? What is the minimum space, minimum width of each layer, including the metals, metal 1, metal 2, like that. So then, what is the butting contact? What is the buried contact? What is the contact cuts? So you have to learn all these things. When it comes to the micron based design rules, what is the micron design rules, and what is the two micron design rules, and what is the 1.2 micron design rules. So these are enough. So just you can remember what is the minimum width in each category, what is the minimum space in each category, what is the similar for the oxides as well as metals. Okay. Sometimes you can say micron designs are called orbit 1.2 micron designs. Yes. So I think the time is up. I will stop here. So I requested all of you to share if you have any doubts, please. So share your doubts now. Do you have any doubts, please? Pawan?